Hi, Maria here with another video. Still using my medicine cabinet as a tripod. Seems to be working right now. It might be a little lopsided, but whatever. Anyway, so today I was thinking at work, these thoughts were going through my mind, and I kept thinking about how important activism is for targeted individuals. And, you know, I don't know any other people. I mean, I know some people from the TI community, within my own community. I don't know of any, but so I can't expect to have a support group, especially after you've been, you're dealing with blacklisting and all this other stuff. You can't expect to have a support group. You're pretty much on your own island. But I do think that talking about this issue is very, very important. And I know it seems like it's almost like, well, aren't you little Miss Killjoy? Because a lot of people really do derive a lot of pleasure in the gang stalking activity. I mean, I know when I was younger, I used to have my desires to do little devilish things, and you know, like I would call people up on the phone, or you know, I would ding dong ditch. You know, that was one of my favorite pastimes. Seriously. I had my own weird, funny ways of doing weird stuff like that, you know, and it's fun, okay? It's very fun, especially for someone who's younger. But as an adult, you realize that, you know, you do things in your own home that you're comfortable doing, and you're comfortable. Like, I walk around sometimes in my pajamas, okay? I wouldn't do that out in public, okay? So you feel comfortable in your own home. And you don't expect the world to be involved in what you're doing. And, you know, surveillance to me is a form of disrespect. It shows it's a form of dehumanization. You wouldn't want somebody looking in or hearing. I don't know if they have the ability to have visual, but at one time at least, I don't know if they're still under surveillance, there was a time where it was audio. I mean, at least it was audio. They were surveillance me that way. And, you know, some of these people were bold enough to, like, mention things that I just mentioned in my car or in my house. That is very creepy. Very creepy. It's a form of stalking. Looking back in my youth, doing those little devilish things, I realized that that made people very uncomfortable. Okay? But when you are an adult and it's tying in with your finances and your ability to live, it gets to be a bit much, you know? And you start realizing this is not a good thing. It isn't, okay? I understand that as a child, you're curious and you experiment and you're shy or whatever, so this is the only way you can actually accomplish something, okay? In the case of gang stalking, oftentimes, you know, like, for example, the workplace mobbing, which I believe is an expression of my sister, the negativity that I experienced from these people in my workplace was a statement that my sister couldn't make to my face, you know? And so, that is a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with, but it's a very common occurrence. And I think, you know, I need to devote time into talking about it, at least on video, and maybe I was thinking about making some flyers today. I really do think that this is a very important topic. And this is the solution, the best solution, I think, to making sure that this doesn't happen. And I know that what I'm dealing with is like this, well, shouldn't we, if we give up this sort of activity, where would we be? What would we do? You know, some people are that comfortable with this sort of activity. But I'm here to tell you that it destroys life. It destroys it. You know, what we're looking at here is a form of corruption. It's a statement about so many different things that I've mentioned before. You know, we've got people who claim to be qualified, working in positions and breaking the law when they're supposed to have knowledge and the understanding to not do the things that they've done. You know, and yet here I am, a person who wants a basic job, which I am deserving of so much more. You know, I shouldn't have to prove myself. I'm going to tell you, every job that I had in this town that I lost was not because of my work ethic, and it was not because of my ability to not complete tasks. Okay? And I've often passed many of those accounting tests. As a matter of fact, I was the one who passed the test over at the farmer's place, so I got the job. Okay, I know what I'm doing. My problems at work have been all social because of this cancer and being a victim of domestic stalking. And I take responsibility for what actually the excuse was used to make what happened happen to me. Okay, I take responsibility for that. Okay? But like I said, ultimately, the only person who can punish me is my husband. By the way, my name is Maria Graham now. Okay? And I still got to use my checks because, you know, I still got to stack checks. I'm going to change my name on my payroll so that next week I get my paycheck as my name as well as my bank account. So all of this is going in the works. Notice your name change. So I am just shocked. It's very eye-opening. And so I remember, you know, many years ago, I developed an interest in conspiracy theories, and people thought that I was believing in weird, whacked-out things, okay? The conspiracy theories that I was reading about is what most people would deem corrupt. You know, things that happen in everyday society, such as gang stalking. These are the things that I was reading about. You know what I mean? I didn't realize I was a victim, really, but I was reading about these certain things, these underground crimes that people commit, that most people don't think are crimes. Okay? Which tells me that we need social reformation. We need that. Okay? If people are in positions and they don't know what they're doing, and even worse, they're adhering to a belief system that they don't fully understand, and then using their own personal desires and using religion as an excuse to accomplish a goal. Okay, instead of being a hard worker, such as I. I have been wronged by my family for many years. Okay, they were the problem of me not finishing school when I was growing up. Okay, and I finally got that completed, and I wanted to go on further. Okay, they made my life a social hell. And I never suspected them of doing this in my workplace. This is a form of family scapegoating. And I used to think something was weird and wrong with me. I mean, yeah, I'm a little quirky, but I've known other quirky kids that this shit did not happen. So it makes sense now. Anyway, I mentioned that I was a victim of domestic stalking, and I suspect that my family, since they have sabotaged all my other relationships, that my siblings wanted to sabotage my relationship with my husband. You know, and I think it's pretty well known that I was separated from my husband in 2006 through 2010 for 4 years, okay? And I was working hard over in Chatsworth, going to work every day and coming home. Same old stuff. Boring weekends. Nothing to do, no one to talk to, and I did everything I had to do as a mother. Okay? Every once in a while, once in a blue moon, I'd go out and have a drink or something and come home. Okay? Very rarely did I ever do anything wild or anything major social, nothing like that. Nothing. I had a very dull, boring life. So then I came back home. And everything was great. The reason why I left, I now realize that the pressure that I was receiving from work and coming home and things and trying to make all these adjustments was very difficult. I can sit there and point the finger at this stalking issue going back through years. Okay? Now, I understand it was very difficult in my adjusting because I got married late in life, okay? I got married very late in life. So I had a really hard time, you know. Like, I'm one of those people who have weird things. Like, you know, I like to have my own stuff, like, you know, my own bar deodorant and weird stuff like that. Those things are just weird for me, you know? But I'm okay now. All right? And I enjoy, look, we get along great. I am a kind of person, I have a hard time getting along with people. I really do. And he accepts me the way that I am, okay? Accepts me when I'm fat, accepts me when I'm thin. I appreciate that. Okay? And all the things that I have misunderstood, it's all cleared up. I get it. Okay? My relationship is with me. It's nobody's business. You know? I realize the kind of place I'm living in, okay? I don't talk about my marriage, so why it's controversial to many people. Not to me, but it is to many people. I don't want to sit here and get any issues. I'm trying to keep a job. You know? And so I was thinking today about how it irritates me that I have been baited after making several videos talking about being baited and the psychological effects of being baited, and the whole program and the whole reason of the program. So then I decided today I'm going on Glassdoor and I'm going to report these people. Maybe nobody really cares, okay? But like I said, I'm in the system. I'm going to be in the system for life, okay? So one day, when I'm long gone, somebody's going to see that and they're going to think, that was wrong, and we need to change this. Or maybe it'll be changed already. I'm hoping that this will make a difference, because it is terrible what's going on here. Absolutely terrible. But it's something that people need to take note of. So anyway, respect my marriage. Respect my other relationships. My other relationships weren't respected, okay? I suspect my sister didn't like my, me having relationships at work, and we went out to school, so she ruined those. And then she ruined my relationships, and the people that I knew at work. And then she was going to try to sit there and ultimately ruin my home life, too. This is crazy. Okay? But it's a sign of narcissism. And I'm not going to sit here, I don't want to sit here and make this issue a form of bashing. But you'd be surprised how many people will exploit a family issue, a dysfunctional family issue, and think that this is okay, and still call themselves Christian. This is a terrible, terrible thing, and reflects poorly on the person who does that. Okay? It's a financial hardship to sit here and go out of my way to be racially harassed in another town. Okay, I don't know what my sister was thinking when she did this. I have no idea. Would anybody, unless of course you had some plot to kill somebody off. But I will say that with all this targeting, I'm thinking that people really do need to be educated on this matter. And it's the only solution, slowly but surely. Because society has to be taught what is wrong, right, and what is wrong. They have to. Otherwise, you're going to have corruption, and that's why people need to reform. I'm not saying you have to change your beliefs, you have to change your religion, you don't have to do anything like that. I'm not saying you even have to even change your ways, okay? But I'm just saying this is archaic. And civilization can't move forward unless, of course, there's improvements in allowing people to be who they are. I mean, it's just so limiting. It's just ridiculous. It breaks every law. I mean, God. And yet I'm doing the best I can. I struggle constantly. Today I was just thinking, I need to do this. But anyway, I went on Glassdoor, and they limit their words to like 20 words per space. I'm like, no, I've got a crap load to say about some of these agencies that claim to be equal opportunity employers. I'm still debating whether or not I should name these companies, because it's important that targets don't ever go into these places, because these people, they support domestic and family stalking. They support that. That's in our country. That's horrifying. Do you know that means that people support genocide? Wake the hell up, people.